And good morning, my love muffins. Good morning, my enchiladas. It is Tori, the Hope Dealer of Guided Intuition, and I am here to do your daily spiritual message, your daily guidance, your daily reflection, depending on what part of the world you live on and what time you are seeing this. But nonetheless, I am here with it, my love muffin, all right? And whenever this message shows up in your life, that is when it's meant for you. There are no timelines in the spirit realm, all right? Time is an illusion. It does not exist. All right. So I hope that you have took the time before your little feet hit the ground. All right. On this beautiful, mystical, magical Christmas Eve, Monday. All right. I hope that you have really meditated. Make sure that you do something good for your spirit. Feed your spirit some kind of positive energy. All right. Speed. Feed your spirit some affirmations about your life, about yourself, all right, about what you want to see in your life, honey. And if you're watching this at nighttime, you probably want to definitely play some affirmations for yourself while you sleep. I love You Are Creators. There are so many other ones that you can really play. So many channels, so many good vibes, good things out there. I also want to let my love muffins know that today, okay, before we even get into it, you may feel as though throughout the day you may be repeating a repetitive situation may show itself today. Don't be alarmed. Don't think, oh my God, here we go. Maybe a repetitive thought, a repetitive situation, something that maybe you have been struggling with or wanting to release. All right, listen, with this full moon in Cancer, as we know it, honey, all right, we know that Cancer is going to dig deep. All right, Cancer is going to go to the root and snip it, honey. You know, there's no surface stuff with with Cancer. So you definitely want to check out, if you haven't already, check out the full moon in Cancer moon guidance that I did. All right, because I do want to let you know there is a theme, a common theme, some lesson that you need to learn. All right, we all have lessons, things that we need to learn so we can just go ahead and end this cycle and move on to the next. Okay, I feel as though a lesson in some form is definitely going to show itself to you today. Honest to goodness. There's no other way to tell you, but what I can tell you, you're prepared. All right, because this thing is nothing new. This is something that you have always, you know, listen, from mine, I know what my lesson is, and I will be the first one to tell y'all, it's procrastination. That shit has to stop. I am leaving that P word in 2018. It's not coming with me in 2019 because of that word, I have missed out on some amazing things, you know, and no. That's going to end. And I know for me, that's my personal one, okay? But for everyone, it may be different because I'm feeling a lot of things, okay? But I do feel repetition is the mother skill. So until we pass something, all right, just how you better yourself at something, you keep doing it, you keep working on it until you pass this thing, it's going to keep showing itself up. But don't fret, don't worry, don't freak out because you more than got this. You more than got this. All right. So I do want to let you know that. So you definitely want to make sure that you meditate. Do something that's going to keep you throughout this day. That's going to help you whenever this lesson shows up, whether it's today, this week. All right. Maybe Spirit is wanting to prepare you for this lessons to come back in. Maybe you're going to get a phone call or a text from somebody that they know ain't got no damn business reaching out to you. And you have to handle that accordingly. In love, of course, but you have to set that boundary for that person because this person can't come in and out of your life. Because when I was shuffling these cards, when I was getting ready, guys, the first card was the Lovers, all right? And, you know, and the Five of Pentacles, we know that it talks about rejection. So I feel like this is a lesson that either today or this week can definitely be repeating itself, or a cycle that you're ending, all right? Really dealing with these emotions so you can really move forward into a relationship that is more fulfilling, that is more a reflection of you, hun. me, you're not alone. All right. We all go through these things. Or maybe you're in a relationship. All right. Maybe you're in a relationship, my love muffin. However, it's just you keep getting a hang up, or you can't like really get clear, or these thoughts keep trying to come back in and tell you something different than what you're seeing. It's because of a past energy. All right. That we just have to release that regret. You know, like, oh my God, how could you? You know, when you give a person your all, when you share your love, all right, when you give them their heart, all right, and for your love and your commitment and for your loyalty to be questioned, to be, you know, rejected, you know, that leaves a stain on us today. And when I was meditating, all right, I seen, and this is not for everybody, just take it if it agrees with you, because it's multiple things, but this was really big. One of the things that I was seeing was the root chakra, all right, is our foundation, our relationships, okay, our stability, our funds, our money, all that good stuff. And then I seen the heart chakra. So those are two definitely chakras that you want to find something to do. Maybe you want to eat a lot of red fruits and vegetables, or green fruits and vegetables, just to really feed those chakras, because you know, with that heart space, there could be a lot of reflecting at the end of the year, preparing for, you know, 2019, but it's making you think back on the lessons, on things that, you know, that are karmatic cycles that are ending. Okay. So I definitely seen that. Okay. I'm not gonna, you know, I definitely seen, you know, that being one. Okay. Yeah. Like I told you, you know, with whatever situations, I just felt like a big energy dealing with love, completing a cycle. But also for some of us, in this devil card, it's to simply be, what's that word? Procrastination. I can't even say it. You know, like this is my guilt. That's my guilt, my little guilty pleasure. And it keeps having me and placing me in a position that I don't desire to be in. All right. It makes, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that comes with procrastination. All right, that word. So it could be something different that you're going to be dealing with today that puts you in a place that you don't desire to be in. All right, that puts you in a space that is not for you, that you have outgrown. That is simply all that the devil, when you get this in a reading, it just means something that's not healthy for you. We know the devil ain't healthy for us. So at the end of the day, it means that it's not healthy for you. Procrastination, and just where guided intuition is going, where my poetry is going, where I'm going, books, deals, like it just can't happen. It just can't happen. It just can't happen. And friendships, you know, and it just can't happen. All right. Because if I told y'all something, y'all be like, Tori, I know you didn't. Like, there was a book deal, like a major book company. I'm going to just say it so we can all learn from it. Put my filth out there so y'all can learn from it and see what this card is really entitling. There was a position with this made to me to get my book. I sent them my manual. They loved it. They wanted something else from me, you know, but I wasn't adamant of checking my email for my my book, you know, my writer's email. And this is a major book company, major book company. Like, I was like, oh my God, they want my little book. What? You know, like, it's going to be in Barnes and Noble. Like, I'm going to like go in the store and see my book, you know, like, what's crazy, y'all. Like, I got the email to prove to y'all. And I didn't check my book. Like, I was submitting my manual, but I was not checking. Oh, I was putting it off. I'll do it later. Y'all, I finally did it and they responded. However, I didn't check it till like 2 months later, 3 months later. When I should have, there's no excuse. I should have made the time every day until I seen something, because they gave you a period of time. And this is a major book company. Of course, I reached back out. Y'all know I did. I was like, God, no. I know the opportunity is definitely going to come back around. But the point is, it was there. And this is a major 3 months. They're like, okay, you're not serious about this. You know what I'm saying? And I am, but it's procrastination. And for somebody, it could be something different. It's a pattern. It's something that you're doing that keeps getting you a result that you don't desire. And we all go through this, all right? And today, we got to nip that in the bud. We got to let that go, okay? Because we ain't on that. We're not on that anymore. Don't worry. Next time, who checking it like nobody's business? Checking it every 10 minutes. All right? This is all that this card is simply talking about, all right? Because I'm so sorry. I actually took the one when I was putting this down. This came first. The Hierophant, okay? It's all about mastering, okay? Because at the end of the day, when you master whatever that thing is, because you know you have the good and then you have the negative, the positive and the negative. When you master this, okay, you're going to be flowing out of your higher self, all right? You're not going to keep getting these L's, which are these lessons, honey, these wins, okay? You know, we definitely turn that L around, honey, to work for us. But there is wins. It doesn't always have to be about lessons, all right? And when you master whatever this devil card is for you, for me, it's procrastination. It could be a ton of things, but you know what it is. You know, I'm just showing you something vaguely because sometimes we let this card scare the bejesus out of us, like, oh no, what is going on? Satan, get thee from behind me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we let that do that, but that's not what it is. It could be as simple something as procrastination that you keep doing that makes you miss out on a book deal. But you wondering, like, why your book can't get published. You know, or you just can't come out of this financial whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm talking about, okay? And this is when you battle this is what you are literally battling today, all right? You are overcoming and ending a cycle that keeps getting you in feeling rejected. You know, something that's dear to your heart, even if it's not about love, something that you desire, that you want to do, because the lovers is something that you love, reconnecting with your passion. It keeps rejecting your passion. So even if it's not a relationship, me, I love writing. I love poetry. That was a perfect opportunity, giving you an example. But by me having that, you know, the devil card and, you know, procrastination and not really moving forth and on top of things, you know what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up, you know, because listen, I had that conversation. Do not beat yourself up. These things occur to you not for you to beat up on yourself or keep looking at that past. No, you move forward. You move forward, okay? However, these things happen so you can move accordingly. Now you know what not to do. You know, just we're going to go ahead and give that stuff up. You know, go ahead and battle. Go ahead and conquer it, because I feel like when you get the Hierophant, that's a battle between, you know, your good and your bad, or your positive and your negative, your higher and your lower self. You know, that's what that battle is about, okay? Can my baby see these down here? I'm so sorry. You know, that's what it's about. Overcoming. And I feel like today in that energy is this, the energy is available to overcome what has, you know, always kept you in this pattern. All right. Always having you feel like being rejected of some sort or not getting the desires of your heart. It's the ending of that today. It's available for this energy. All right. Because when you do this, when you master this, when you put this down and you decide to flow in your higher vibration, in your higher self, all right, you become who you truly are at your core. You become aware of your power, all right? You are the magician. You lack nothing. You have all the tools, all right, to make it happen, to rebuild, to restructure, to remove, okay? You have it all. All of it. All of it. I do this all the time where I always end up rearranging things. You have it all. You have it all, my love muffins. All right, but I know that it looks unclear right now. You know, certain situations in your life are like, okay, how did I get here? It's just a kind of unclear. What's the next step? What, you know, and I feel like it's unclear for a reason, because sometimes we can move too fast. We can try to get ahead of ourselves when you need to deal with this issue. How can I, you know what I'm saying? Like, and don't beat, I feel like someone's beating up themselves. Don't beat yourself up. It's all right. We're going to get this lesson. It's okay. Trust me. Don't beat yourself up. Okay? It's a lesson. Like, I sat with this book thing for about 3 months, y'all. I already knew, but I never let that stop me. And it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop me. So I don't want you, whatever you're facing or whatever you're looking at or whatever, when I'm speaking, you remember this thing. Don't come down on yourself. I know it looks unclear right now. But whatever, the reason why it looks unclear or it's not a real focused in vision, I feel like the moonlight is illuminating it. You really can't see clearly. It's because before you move forward, there's something that you have to, a cycle that you have to finish out. All right, because it's like me moving on, trying to really do this, but I really haven't dealt with procrastination. And simply how you fix that thing is I just got to be more consistent. Write a list, get the list done. All right. Point blank, period. You know, and I'm pretty sure your situation can go just like that. It's just how the same way how you fix it is the opposite of how you got in there. Point blank, period. All right. And I know that it looks unclear right now, but I feel like when you work that out, when you face that thing, when you go forth in that, you know, yeah. And I feel like for some of you, honestly, it's wow. I didn't even intend for this to happen. But when I was just looking at the bottom of the deck, you know, I went to place the card and we have the Knight of Wands and the Three of Swords. I feel like for some of you, it's some kind of heart. Well, of course, we know heart issue, but something to do with like betrayal of just betrayal of you feeling like you let yourself down. You know, sometimes we let those thoughts like, oh my God, I should have did. I knew. You know what we do to ourselves sometimes, and that's unnecessary because today that's being healed with the star card. That's being healed too. And I just know it looks unclear, but once you finish this thing up, you're definitely going to have the victory. It's definitely going to become clear, and we have judgment. So you definitely are. But first, it's all about, and I know like, oh my God, here we go, the same thing. Yes, it's okay. Don't beat yourself up. All right. Yes, we're going to get it. It's nothing wrong. Repetition is the mother skill. That's how you become good at something. So take it as that. You're going to be able to master whatever this thing is. Because if I can't tell you nothing else, I'm sure be able to tell you how to overcome procrastination. Whatever that word is. I can't even say it. I shouldn't have had no business doing it. I can't even pronounce it right. Like I shouldn't even be entertaining it. All right, let's see what else Spirit has to say. Yeah, we have participation and it has being in the flow. You know, so what is needed from you in order, the work that you need to put in. Okay, we're going to say it that way. What's needed from you? An equal participation. You know, the universe is really working for you. God is working for you. So we need what God needs from you. Okay? Your participation, okay? You being in flow. I am in the flow of the universe. It's just going with the flow. When your intuition speaks with you, listen. When they tell you don't go that way, don't go that way. When it tells you, yes, go that way, go that way. When it tells you, Tori, it's time to get up, make sure you check your list. I don't want to. No, go that way. All right? It's being in flow. The divine just needs you to be in flow. That's all you got to do. Listen to your intuition. That's why my channel is called Guided Intuition. Because your spirit knows what's best for you. Point blank, period. Every time I ever trusted that feeling deep in my belly, honey, never has let me down. Now, when I didn't listen to it and I'm like, no, you could be wrong. Let's just see. Oh, didn't I regret that? Didn't those words come back for me? You know, but even in the midst of that, I took that quote unquote L and I turned into a lesson, honey. And some lessons we got to take 29 times. It's okay. Don't beat yourself up. And some you're going to take one. And I feel like this is just someone just needs to relinquish control of a situation and just be in flow. That's all that's needed from you. You don't got to do all this. That's your work. Going with the flow. Participation is you being in flow. You just listening to your intuition. Intuition says it's going to be more than all right. It's going to be more than all right. Point blank, period. Okay? And I feel like Spirit really wants you to grab that today. Learning to be in sync with your spirit. You're learning to be in sync with yourself, because when you're in sync with your spirit, when you're in sync with yourself, you're in sync with the divine. You're in alignment. Okay? Yeah. I want to tell somebody something, because this is so not so left, but I'm just like, okay, Spirit, this doesn't, you know, go with this exactly, but you know what? I've learned. See, I'm going to listen. Okay. All right. So I just honestly feel too, I'm just feeling this in his energy. Okay. Because when you know like the little example I just gave you about you being in alignment with yourself. All right. When you're in tune with yourself, all right, then you're in tune with, you know, with the divine, you're in alignment for every, you know, it's just a flow, it's a flow. And I feel like, there's a scripture that talks about, you know, love thy neighbor like you love yourself. But people don't realize that in order to love your neighbor, you have to first know how to love yourself. You have to put yourself first. All right. And I feel like with this breaking barriers, all right, I am expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. Morality is all about this card. When this card shows up, it's sometimes we adapt others people's way of thinking, being, seeing, living, and we make it our own. And then we realize that this shit is not for us. That's not the way that it needs to go, because it's time for you to live by your morality. And I feel like that's definitely a lesson that will be showing itself today. And for someone else, your lesson that's going to be coming back at you is learning how to be in flow. All right. And I feel like for another lesson is you breaking barriers, you being scared, you to let go of that fear and being scared of going beyond the normal of quote unquote what someone's told you, you know. And I feel like that's probably why, you know, Daddy wants me to give that example, because, you know, I always looked for the divine outside of myself. In church, there's nothing wrong with these places, in people, in relationships, you know what I'm saying? I just tried to find that, you know, you know, that thing that I was looking for. But it wasn't until I turned into myself. I actually have a poem that I wrote about this. And, you know, it's my truth. It's my testimony, because I was search for God in every other place, but I didn't find him until I turned within myself. That's when I developed a relationship with the divine. God is in you. You are an extension of source. The universe lives in you. Jesus is in you. The Holy Spirit is in you. You know, you don't go to a place and find it. You bring it to the place. It's in you. It's who you are. You are an extension of source. You can't get away from that. All right. But I feel as though it's definitely time for you to find your own morality. Find what works for you. See, and no one taught me that. I figured that out on my own, because that's what works best for Tori. And that may not be what works best for you. But that's why you got to go out and, breaking barriers and go find what's for you. Come outside the box. I had to come outside the box. And for some of you, spirituality is asking you to come outside the box. I love to call y'all know if you watch I call myself Jesus Unbox. Okay? Jesus Unbox. I call myself that. Jesus Unbox, honey. Because I love Jesus. You know? And everything is divine. It all belongs to source. It all belongs to God. Everything. You know? And I just feel like it's time for you to break some barriers and go beyond. Go beyond what people say to you. Go beyond and go find it for yourself. All right. And then next we have cultivating prosperity. Okay. The abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Yes. Cultivating abundance, money, moolah, coins, cha-ching. I ain't gonna lie. Prosperity is so much more than that, guys, okay? I know that may be a little shallow, but I'm hearing the money. I'm just hearing the ka-ching. Someone's trying to bring that moolah in. Someone's trying to, cultivate prosperity. Bring it in. And I just feel like in due time, your thing is, I feel like what you have is just never not good enough. And that's probably why I was like telling you not to beat yourself up, because I feel like you just have this thing of comparison, comparing your life, comparing your walk, comparing your things to other people's, and you make your thing small and not good enough when that, no. What you are doing is beautiful. And your lesson to give up today and really release in that and not take it in 2019 or this week, we're going to leave it what this moon and this full moon in Cancer is helping you work through is really this need to compare yourself to everything and everyone. That has to go. This used to be me. I'm telling y'all, nothing that's on this table, I can't not tell y'all not how to get over. Because I'm telling you, I had to go through every single one of these. But I'm telling you, when you that, honey, whew, so happy I did that. But this need of comparison, comparing yourself, comparing your growth, comparing your level of success or prosperity or the abundance. Listen, you planting your seed, you're cultivating it. You never know how long they was planting that seed or what, you know what I'm saying? You don't know how long that seed sat in the ground before that tree sprouted up. They could have probably planted theirs about 3 years. You're 2 days in. You know what I'm saying? And even if not, even if so, what? This right here, comparing yourself and caring what people say, think, and feel, that is a prison. And it's time for you to come out. It's time for you to come out of that. Because I know all about that. Oh my God. Like, you know, I know all about that. And like, I can honestly tell you guys, it's, I don't have enough minutes for me to go on those stories. But what I put this way, I would never leave the house without makeup. Like, I just thought like, oh my God, it was just so much. It was a lot. And this energy is, the time is now for you, is available for you to move past this. So you can truly see the beauty that you are. You know how you cultivate prosperity? First, you must feel it within. You must feel worthy. You must first know your worth. And then it'll be a reflection. Everything in your life will align and be reflected of that. All right. And the last one's my love muffins. It says, following your bliss. Postponement. So someone, the repetition thing that you're going over, the lesson is just you following your bliss. My soul sings with joy. I feel like you like to put a lot of things when it comes to you on postponement. You like to hold off when it comes to you. You probably like to worry about everybody else. You put everybody else's needs first versus yours. I used to do that too. Don't worry. And then I learned, honey, not, you know, Alania, when she hits the table and she's like, not on my watch. You know, I had to learn that for myself. You know, like, no, I feel like you put a lot of postponement when it comes to you. You postpone things that are important to you. And yours is simply put you first. Follow your bliss. What do you want? It's not so much about them. No, it's not about them at all. What do you want? And if anyone gets mad at that, they don't deserve you because they're selfish. Because you, whoever this is, feels this, you give a lot. You give a lot of love, a lot of energy, a lot of time, a lot of wisdom. Like your shoulders are the shoulders that everyone comes and spills everything on. And they leave full and happy, you know, and you empty. No more of that. It's time to stop putting off the trips, the things that you want to create, the things that you want to do. And honestly, for some of you, not all of you, but I feel like if you're older, I feel like older children, like you put your children's happiness before your bliss too. And that has to end because it's time for them to live their own life. And it's time for you to live your life. All right, my love muffins. So I want my love muffins to go have a fabulous day. And do not forget, you thought I was going to forget. Make sure that you look in that mirror and love on yourself today. Do some mirror magic, honey. Let yourself know that you more than got this. Like if it's nobody else that I would like to be riding with, I'm happy I'm riding with you because I know you're going to more than get stuff done. And it's such an honor to do life with you. So make sure that you love on yourself on this beautiful Monday. I love you guys so freaking much. Thank you so much for all the sweet, love-filled comments, the gifts. You guys are just truly amazing, and it's such an honor. Y'all don't understand. It's such an honor to read for you guys. It's such an honor to help you guys navigate through life. It's such an honor for me to help you guys just really get excited and really unfold the magic in your life. It's such an honor. I love you guys so freaking much. All right, I'm sending you so much love, so much light, and so much peace, and I will catch you on my channel. Make sure you go out, hug a tree for me and you, and 'tis the season to be jolly. Bali la li la, li la li la. I'll see you guys on my channel. Take care.